There will come a day when you finally understand that your value was never something other people could measure. A day when you stop begging for attention, stop fighting for a place in someone's life, and stop letting people replace you as if you were disposable. And on that day, everything in your life will change. Today, let me tell you a story. A story about the moment a person realizes their worth and walks away from the things that were quietly destroying them. Part 1. The person who gave too much. This story begins with someone who could be any of us. Someone who always gave more than they received. Someone who stayed loyal to people who treated them like an option. Someone who believed that being kind meant accepting crumbs. They gave their time, their energy, their heart, their patience. And in return, they were met with excuses, delays, silence, and half-love. But they kept giving anyway, because deep inside they believed that if they just tried a little harder, people would finally see their worth. But here's the truth. When you don't know your value, the world won't tell you. It will exploit you. It will take until you have nothing left. Part 2. The moment everything breaks. One day, it happened. Not a big confrontation, not a dramatic ending. Just a small moment, a simple moment, that broke something inside them. Maybe it was a message ignored. Maybe it was a favor expected, not appreciated. Maybe it was a birthday forgotten. Or just the realization that when they stopped trying, no one noticed. Silence can be loud, and for the first time, they heard it clearly. Part 3. The realization. That night, they sat alone and asked themselves a question they had avoided for years. Why am I trying so hard to keep people who don't care if I stay? And suddenly, the truth hit them. They weren't being replaced because they weren't worthy. They were being replaced because they didn't know their worth. People treat you the way you allow. Boundaries show others how to love you. Self-respect teaches others how to respect you. And when you don't stand for yourself, you give others permission to walk over you. Part 4. The power of walking away. The next morning, something changed. Not the world, but the person walking through it. They didn't send the first message. They didn't say yes when they meant no. They didn't apologize for things that weren't their fault. They didn't chase. They didn't beg. They didn't try to prove their worth. They walked differently, spoke differently, chose differently. Because once you know your worth, you stop negotiating it. Part 5. When you value yourself, everything changes. And something incredible happened. People noticed. The same people who took them for granted suddenly became curious. The ones who ignored them started reaching out. The ones who replaced them wondered why they were no longer available. But it didn't matter anymore, because when you know your worth, you attract respect. You repel, respect. You no longer entertain people who drain your energy. You choose peace over approval. You choose yourself, and the world responds to you differently, because you are different. Part 6. Life lessons. Here are the life lessons the person finally understood. Not everyone deserves access to you. Your time and energy are valuable. You teach people how to treat you. Every boundary you set is a lesson. Walking away is sometimes the highest form of self-love. You are not replaceable. People only replace what they believe is easily available. Show them that your presence is a privilege. If you don't respect yourself, others won't either. The right people don't need convincing. They recognize your worth immediately. So remember this. You don't need permission to value yourself. You don't need approval to stand tall. You don't need anyone to tell you that you matter. You just need one thing: the courage to stop accepting less than you deserve. Because the moment you truly know your worth, you stop chasing people who never deserved you. And you become someone they can never replace.